At the convergence of the Ohio, Allegheny, and Monongahela Rivers, we're in the football town of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, at Acrisure Stadium. Will Reichert has it all teed up, and we're underway from Pittsburgh. Chooses to bring this one out. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Start the drive with Warren. Having gained about a handful there. That tackle made by Blake Cashman. Offense up to the line fast. On 2nd down, Warren. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. Offensive hurry up here. First down, and they go right back to it. Pickup of 8 on the run, and that sets up 2nd and 2.
Got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs turning like a piston in an engine, and that effort's contagious. This entire offense is getting a boost. He busts those tackles.
Wideout's getting involved in the ground game, and he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
No, it's not a running back, but it's a receiver carrying across the marker gate. I'm not even calling this a trick play anymore. It's about maximizing your resources and your assets, and this receiver shows you he can be a tool for running back.
It's secured by George Pickett. And they make the tackle at the 38. Working quickly here. On the carry, this is Najee Harris. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Play action, Fields. And this one's dropped for what would have been a nice game.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
Fields on 3rd. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
Well, he needed another second to deliver the throw he wanted to. You got to give a lot of credit that time, Kate, to the pass rush for getting in and forcing him to dish it before he was ready.
Third down pass didn't work, but the offense staying out there on 4. They do snap it. Here's Fields. He can't get away. They get the sack and force a turnover on down.
Well, this play never had a chance between the pressure at home and the coverage downfield. He's still got to find a way to throw it up and give somebody an opportunity to make a play.
First carry here for Aaron Jones. He scampers ahead and gets 2 on the carry.
Hey, that's a run to toe home on the snap sheet. If you see a bigger play on the ground later on, largely be because of a play just like that one. up the front and opening the door. Bigger gap in the future.
Second down carry for Jones. Jukes one defender. And he heads out of bounds. Great pickup on that run. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs. From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Motioning the tight end now. We finished one quarter in what's still a scoreless game. Hopefully no shortage of excitement coming up in the second. More from Acrisure Stadium after the break. We're ready now for the second quarter to begin. Vikings in control of it. They're looking at 1st down here. Has the connection to Hawkinson. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. From the 38. Escapes the pocket. Sideline shot snagged by Hawkinson.
It's one thing to draw all these routes up when you're in the pocket. It's quite another when a play breaks down. Timing on routes change when you leave the pocket and scramble. What a great adjustment to still deliver a clean ball.
3rd down, here's Jones. And he's tackled with a 1st down yardage. Offense up to the line fast. 1st and 10, here's McCarthy. Connects with his back, Aaron Jones. And they bring him down at the 18-yard line. Offense in the hurry up here. Operating from the gun, it's McCarthy. Able to find Hawkinson. And they'll get this down nearly to the end zone. Instead, stopped at the 2. Give them about 16 yards on that game, Brock, and it sets them up with 1st and goal. Jones goes up and over for the touchdown. The Vikings get some late points and the lead. It's an Aaron Jones touchdown. On play action now, McCarthy bails out of the pocket quick. Oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Steelers get the football on the 1st turnover of the contest. Could have been 7 if they tried to point after, but instead, they only call on him to boot this away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. 1st and 10 now from the 30. Looking to throw field. On the move, headed right. He's keeping it. And he's going to get this up close to the 40 before going out.
Well, the QB made something happen and got some yardage when the play didn't develop right. And even got himself out of bounds to avoid a hit. The only negative at all is he couldn't quite get the 1st down.
Here's 2nd and 2. Into the hands of Pat Fryermuth. And they get this down to the 44 before he stops. Steelers working with a sense of urgency from the hurry-up clock, continuing to run. 1st and 10, give to Harris. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground. The Steelers calling their 1st time out. As they'll meet and decide what to do on this 2nd down.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
He's on the move. He's running with it. He's stopped at the 31-yard line. Steelers working with a sense of urgency from the hurry-up clock, continuing to run. 1st down throw for Fields. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. Fields looking to throw. Throw complete to Warren. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss. The Vikings call a timeout. It'll be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
Kate, that's one of those situations as a quarterback that on my grade sheet, that's a negative. That screen was ambushed by the defense, and you've got to throw it away. Just find a way to put it at his feet and not create a negative play for your offense.
A disaster averted. He knocks away the deep ball, incomplete. Looking for George Pickens that time. And that brings up 4th and long. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that cuts the lead in half, down to 3.
A lot of them may make it look automatic, but you get this deep, and those field goals are far from a certainty. It took all this concentration, every bit of the strength, to send that puppy through.
He stopped on the return at the 27. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Now it's McCarthy. Chase down to his right. He just throws this one away.
Look at how well the coverage held up on that play. Even as the QB escapes the pocket and buys extra time in secondary, they got real sticky, stay tight and force the throw away.
Drop to the incompletion. Here comes the 2nd down call. McCarthy throwing here. The screen pass falls incomplete.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered gate on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
McCarthy throwing on 3rd down. Buys time, rolling right. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on to the contact. A quick 3 plays, Brock, and we have arrived at 4th down just like that as he comes through with some contact to break up what looked like a catch.
Now guess what, Kate? These guys aren't getting paid by the down defensively. They want to get themselves off the field in as few snaps as possible, and there was no way they were letting this drive extend beyond the 3 and out.
McCarthy throwing on 4th down. Forced out to his right. He'll go all the way across the field. All the way to the right. It's intercepted. Dante Jackson takes it away. And the Steelers get the football back with minimal time to go in our half.
Oh, coaches just love that effort right there. Instantly, as he made the pick, everybody was looking for a block and doing their part to set up the return. And I know it pales in comparison to giving up the turnover, but how about the effort on the other side, track him down and stop a potential pick 6? I think everybody deserves a little credit on the field for that.
And they have this down to the 11 before being marked down. Offense letting the clock reach 3 seconds as they take the timeout. So they can try a field goal now before halftime. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken. Here comes Chris Boswell and the Steelers field goal unit. A very short kick here from the right hand. Dicker connects there. And it'll knock this game up late in the 2nd quarter. That brings us to halftime. We'll get a break as our teams make their adjustments and then return with more of the NFL on EA Sports in just a little bit. Welcome back, everybody. Kate Scott, Brock Hewitt with you as we're about set to begin the 3rd quarter. Something's got to be the difference maker here in half number 2. We'll see what it is as we're up and running once again. Big lick from the coverage team there. That's going to stop the shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. He can run it. He wisely avoids contact, sliding down there. That played good enough for a first. Working quickly here. Here's McCarthy, 1st and 10. Escapes the pocket. Has a man, Justin Jefferson. And he flips the field for them before being taken down. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Jones goes the wrong way and is going to lose several here.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
On the shotgun, McCarthy. On the move, hit it right. Play didn't break how they wanted it, and he throws this away.
Look at the coverage on that play, Kate. I love that. That is textbook defense right there. When the quarterback escapes the pocket, and you got to find somebody. You got to go get sticky on your offensive guy. That's exactly what the secondary did, and it forces the throwaway.
3rd and goal for McCarthy. It's tipped away, and it's going to hit the ground incomplete. Defender winning that rep. That brings up 4th down.
Okay, that wasn't a fast enough break for the interception, but it was good enough, and a good enough break to break on the ball, get a finger on it, and force the incompletion.
Smith able to put it through. And that's going to break our tie and give them a 3-point advantage.
Well, I know once that drive stalls out, that's where it really pays to have that reliable kicker on the sideline ready to bail you out. And he knocks that one right through to give him the lead.
And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. 1st and 10 now from the 30. Field throwing here. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass. Couldn't find Mike Williams on that throw. That brings up 2nd down.
That is a pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Caught by Fryermuth. And he's tackled for a short gain.
He's just one of those guys, Pete. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, just find a way to get him the ball.
Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Tough one to retain through that hit. And now they're sharing it 4th and long. Looking to throw. And it's going to be incomplete. Couldn't connect to extend the drive. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense. Double play action here. It's McCarthy. Flushed out of the pocket. Locates Jefferson along the sideline. Complete. And he's out a yard or two shy of the 15. They'll come up 1st and 10. Working inside the red zone. Able to find Jones. And this one does not go far. Goes to the hurry-up offense here. From the shotgun, McCarthy. He's on the move. That play's brought to a halt, so they're going to say at the 5-yard line. Offense up to the line fast. A run here with Jones. And without much room to work, he has a minimal gain on the final play of the 3rd quarter. We'll see them tackle 2nd and goal after the break. It's Vikings ball, working to carry this lead through to the end. Ball to 2 here for 2nd and goal. Another try for Jones. Goes up and over for the touchdown. The Vikings make it a 9-point advantage. to get that one to Mike Williams. And we'll see what they do here on second down. Fields out of the gun. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be third down. Shotgun snap to Fields. And he'll get it up to the 44. It's a 24-yard dash, and it gives them the first down.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your third downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
Fits it through the middle. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. Another throw for Fields. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. He'd arrive with the ball did to break things up. And it's going to be second down. Throwing it again here. Quick slant, that's Williams. And he'll be brought down here at the 23-yard line. Offense in the hurry up here. Fields now on third. Chased out to his right. And this one doesn't go far. Working quickly here. Desperation time here on fourth. Got Williams and it's complete. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Down a couple of scores, but still some time left and 3 timeouts as well. It's first and 10. From the red zone now. That was incomplete. Had the connection, but some stone hands got in the way there.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
Second down and 10. Fields. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along your routes. And your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time? Well, that's not what...
Touchdown, Pittsburgh! All right, so the offense does its job, Rob. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
That one splits the uprights. And the Steelers cut the lead down to just 2. Chandler now on the return. And this will give them decent field position. The return gets out to the 30. First and 10 now from the 30. Starting the drive with a give to Jones. And he found some running room for a nice gain. The Steelers calling their first timeout. As they'll meet and decide what to do on this second down.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Wow, they're going to pass it here. He rolls to his right. Short pass caught by his tight end. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover it.
A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great blocking to spring up. Guys hitting blocks downfield, back who can show off his wheels.
And he only manages one. Couple of defenders there to bring him down. They'll come to the line here, second and 9. Staying on the ground with Jones. And he made the most of his running room on that one, getting it down to the 27. Jones once more. And he's tackled with a first down yardage. The Steelers use their third and final timeout. That's all they had, so the offense free to start running the clock down now. Oh, look at this. He's setting up to throw. Buys time, rolling right. And that should just about do it, folks. They take it in for the touchdown, and that should lock up this win. Great opportunity to find a touchdown there, Brock, and they come through with 6.
Receivers want the ball everywhere on the football field. But you start smelling the end zone, they really want their chance.
The kicker gets it. Oh, looks like he's going to throw it. Brody near the 10. And he's in, so no practice a throwback. You almost never see anymore. If they get the point through, they get their lead by 2. Here's Riker, set to kick this away. Starting from the 5. And he gets crunched by a big hit. Oh, right at the 25 and then return. Ron starts out with a 1st and 10. Fields to throw it. Austin's there to haul it in. Hits the 20. And he is in for a touchdown. Still unlikely, Brock, but it's not entirely over just yet with their score. So no mistaken athlete call, Brock. They send everybody on deep goes, and it winds up paying off for the play.
And you'd think on the other side, defensively, they'd be ready for this. But this is truly a breakdown in the secondary. They're just not able to make a play on the ball in the air. And the end result, as you said, a big play and a touchdown.
And he reels it in for 2, so now a field goal will give them the lead. Well, he just comes them the touchdown, Brock. Defense obviously aware of him as they line up for 2. How did they lose him? How did they get it right back to him for the conversion?
Because he's that good. In moments like this, Kate, it's not even about the play, it's about the player. And when you got a player of this caliber, you find every way to get it to him. And just because he scored a touchdown doesn't mean you don't go right back to that well.
And they get there to take him down right around the 41. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Setting up to pass. Escapes the pocket. He got on the sideline, but he got a little too close to that edge. They're going to say he's out of bounds. We've got 2nd down.
Well, I'll say this, if you're willing to chance a throw like that, an early down is where you want to do it. You try to shot downfield, it doesn't work out, and you still got time now to try to find something else on the play sheet.
Here he is to throw. Forced out to his right. Catches made down the right sideline. He'll be touchdown after a big play.
That's just great instincts. Go there and out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
A lot of pressure on this kid for Will Riker. Ball in the right hash for this 36-yard look. The kick is good. He got it. And now their lead will push out beyond the field goal. So the Vikings pick up the win on the road. And finally, Brock, they can exhale and take a few breaths. Because I don't imagine any of them were breathing easy during that one. Look how close this game was.
Them or us?